What is going on, everybody? Hope y'all having an amazing day so far. Today we got chest and tries. Today's gonna be a little heavy day. I know last video it was a little heavy day as well. I don't know how to say it. Just Fridays are, by the way, when I'm recording this, it's Friday. I did record a whole ass leg day video that, I'm gonna be honest, was kind of half-assed. I recorded the entire workout. I honestly think the footage that I got was really good. I recorded an intro and everything, but I didn't record an outro. Just kind of like a weird, stale video. Or no, it wasn't leg day actually. It was a back day. Right now, I'm getting ready and shit. I'm about to head to Albino's house right now in a bit. Usually we work out like around 4:35. Hold up. But for some reason, we're going to be working out at 1 today, so... yeah. I'm not going to take the bike. Honestly, it's a good ass time to take the bike right now. I'm not going to fucking lie. This cut... kind of going crazy right now, I'm not gonna lie. I did notice the dip in energy already, and that shit is not fucking fun. But yeah, man, bro, Chris already took off, man, and I'll catch you guys in my car when we start taking off over there and all that. So yeah, let me catch you guys in a bit. But I crumble completely when you cry. It seems like once again you've had to let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on
my side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Everybody, that was all the workout portion shit. After I had posted, which video was it? The first video back of 2025. Like towards the end, if you stayed to watch the end, I said that I wanted to make use of my time in 2025, that I had wasted a lot of time in 2024. And I got a DM and it was just saying like, what happened, right? I didn't know how I was gonna do this. I did plan on making this a video, but I didn't know how soon I was gonna do it. But this is gonna be kind of like my recap. If you wanna know like my story and how I got into lifting, what I did within the past, basically my 2024 recap. I'm not gonna lie, it really wasn't easy. I first started working out, not really like try-harding it or really taking it seriously. I started back in, I think it was 2021. There's a picture that I had taken where I was really skinny because I ran cross country back in high school. I was really skinny. I was just really unhappy with how I looked. Staying that low of a deficit consistently just has a really big toll on your mental health. I remember there was days where I just wouldn't sleep, playing video games, fucking just wasting my life away. That was kind of just my life. I worked for a bit. I wasn't in college at the time, and I worked for a bit. It wasn't until Chris I started seeing Chris make progress. That kind of motivated me a bit, and I started to work out with him for a while. Like, I'll put pictures on the screen right now. This is when him and I started working out together after, I think he was almost a year in. And I believe this is when I was like a couple months in. I think it was like a month or two in. I ended up just quitting it. I continued the running part. It wasn't until summer of 2022 where Albino would work out with his cousins. One of them was Brandon. You guys seen Brandon on the channel before. Him and I were both brand new to it, and within 2 months, I saw so much progress than I ever did. Honestly, it was a really good time. Like, I honestly just wanted to feel better. It changed my mindset forever, and I'm forever grateful, forever starting to work out. I know I don't have like some sob story. It really isn't. I just was sick of how I looked, and I wanted to look better. I was so ashamed, kind of just like, at the time I was pushing, I was turning like 19, 20. I was turning like 19 or 20, and I was a fucking stick. I didn't like that. I just wanted to, grow a bit of muscle. But my goal kind of changed over time. 2023, the following year, when I had posted, it was when I started first uploading videos again. I remember, I think I posted a video on my channel where it's like a one year anniversary, whatever, for working out, right? During that era of my life, I wasn't in the best place. At the time, I ended up meeting this girl, right? Her and I were cool with each other before then. I honestly thought that like she was really cool. So like her and I hung out for a bit. We ended up going to the gym like at 4 in the fucking morning. Never again will I ever wake up that fucking early to go to the gym, because holy fuck, it kind of died down after like a week. And I was kind of like annoyed. I found out later that she ended up just ghosting me, and from what I saw, she got with her ex at the time. That kind of threw me into a spiral, because at the time I was already kind of investing a lot of time into her. It threw me off. It threw me off my everything, like my daily routine. It threw me off mentally, physically. My workouts never hit the same. I couldn't focus in school. At this time, I was already in college. I would stay up till like 4 in the morning, just laying in bed, honestly. I would just lay in bed and just look at my ceiling. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do wrong, right? It wasn't my fault, right? It's something that I couldn't control. That's something I can't control. And I honestly believe that that's what pissed me off, that I wasn't in control of a situation that kind of just pissed me off so much. Around then, 2-3 weeks had passed, and I hear that they ended up splitting. My dumbass, and please, guys and girls, don't ever get with somebody if they're not over their ex, or if they just got out of a relationship. It'll hurt you a lot more than it'll hurt them, because they are so used to that person that when it comes to a new person, they're just not gonna fucking care. They're not gonna care. They're just gonna. You're basically a replacement for a while. You're temporary to them, to where they'll use you for whatever, whether it be emotional support, whether it be money, your time, stuff like that. And that's where I fucked up. At the time, I got close with her again. Then we ended up going out on dates, stuff like this. At the time, she led me on for a while. She led me on for about like 3 months. Then when school began, I was kind of being ghosted for a while. Me being the emotional person that I am, I got really mad, and I was just like, yo, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? No responses, right? I'd go weeks without responses. And it wasn't until around September where I was in College Station at the time, by the way. I was out visiting Chris for a while. Him and I and another friend of ours, we got food. We sit on the side of the street. We're on a bench, and I was just explaining them my situation, and they kind of opened my eyes a bit, keyword. And I texted her this long ass paragraph telling her that I'm done, right? I'm done. 2 months go by. All right, we called it, or I called it. 2 months go by around November, like mid-November. I ended up texting her because at that point, I kind of missed her, even though I wasn't really in the wrong. I ended up missing her. I was already emotionally attached at that point. Her and I started talking again, and 2024 begins. When 2024 began, I was kind of in a tough spot. Early January, I ended up going through her phone, right? And guys and girls, when I tell you, if you have a gut feeling, you have this uneasy feeling about something, 98% of that feeling, it's probably gonna be true. I remember going through her phone, and I just see that she's like entertaining other guys. I find messages from that time when we were dating for a couple months, when she was kind of leading me on until September, when she kind of ghosted me for a while. I found out that she was kind of basically in a whole different talking stage with some other dude. That pissed me off, and that kind of started off 2024 with a really bad note. Just rethinking about this, I'm getting like fucking like cotton ball throat, whatever the fuck it's called. I got really pissed. I got really, really pissed. And I basically just told her off. I told her off. I ended it again. The thing about it is that I'm making excuses at this point, but I was honestly I was just stupid. I ended it about mid to late January. Then some time passed, February came, Valentine's Day came. I texted her, I was like, hey, I got you something for Valentine's Day, even though like nothing, like it was all fucked. I ended up going to her place, giving her, I remember, it was a bear. It was like this rose bear with like chocolates, balloons and flowers, something like that, like the generic shit, right? Then she ended up getting me stuff. Honestly, I think it was like some cupcake or whatever the fuck, and like a balloon. I don't remember specifically what. Her and I started talking again, and that kind of kicked off really the beginning of like the official relationship. Her and I were a thing for a while. I took her out to places, met her family. Then the toughest time within 2024, in March, my grandma was hospitalized. When I first heard the news, I was at the island. I was at SPI, and I thought, she's a strong woman. She'll pull through. I get back home, find out her condition was way worse than what I thought it was. And within about a week and a half, she ended up passing away. And till this day, it still takes a toll on me. There's a lot of stuff that I never got to say. There's a lot of stuff that I regret. To whoever's watching this, please spend time with your family. You never know when shit will just hit the fan. Be grateful for who's in your family. Even if you're fighting with a relative, whether it be a sibling, your parents, your uncles, your aunts, just learn to forgive. Because you never know when that might be the last time you talk to them. Throughout this time, when this was all happening, I was still in a relationship with this girl. She was there for me when I was grieving the death of my grandma. But I didn't realize how much of a toll that really took on me. I got so angry. So fucking angry. And I started being a dick, honestly, towards the people that I cared about. I noticed that when I go through hard times, I tend to just shut people out. I prefer to just handle it being on my own. Following this, my parents, especially my mom, she didn't take it so well. She didn't take it well. And it just affected everyone in my family for a while. Around this time, in April, about a month had passed, and it was around May, late May, early June. I had that gut feeling again with the same girl. I go through her phone, and I find out she ended up just entertaining other guys. Her and I had got into a fight, and she ended up just responding to DMs of other guys like hitting on her. I caught that shit, and I cut it off real quick. So now I was dealing with grieving from that. And then I had a breakup along with it. Mentally, I wasn't really fine, I'm gonna be honest. Within the span of about maybe a month and a half, I had 2 panic attacks. One when I was driving, and then one when I was just running. It took a really big toll on me. I stopped pushing out content. I stopped posting on all platforms. That's when I took kind of like that mid-break. I just stopped posting on YouTube. I just wasn't right. Nothing felt right. I would stay up late as fuck questioning shit. What the fuck did I do wrong? It was just a bunch of bad situations stacking on top of each other. And I honestly felt that like my life was just going to shit. The job that I worked at the time, the job that I was working at didn't help either. We're not allowed to be on our phones. So I was just there with my thoughts for hours. And I'd honestly say that made everything worse. Because that's all I could think about. I threw myself into school. I won't lie, I did kind of let myself go. I'll show you videos right now on the screen or pictures, whatever the fuck. I had let myself go really bad. I ate a lot. I said I was on a bulk. I'm gonna be real, I was just coping. Then it wasn't until October I ended up surrounding myself with this new group of people. I ended up meeting a person that I genuinely can say I could be comfortable around with, which is rare. The only people I can really be myself around with is like Albino, Rosie, Chris, Brandon. There's only a few people where I could actually act like myself, you know what I mean? Slowly but surely, around October 2024, I kind of started rebuilding myself, I guess. I stopped the bad habits that I once had, little by little. It wasn't like a 180 shift. It took a little bit of time, I will admit. It took about, I'd say 3 months, to where most of the bad habits that I once threw myself into, I completely stopped at this point. Now I'd say that I'm doing way better. Around December of 2024 that I finally come to terms that what happened wasn't my fault. I put so much blame on myself. And I put so much blame on myself. I'm gonna be honest, I think I still do, but I feel like at this moment now, I'd say I've come to terms and I've accepted that what happened, happened. I mean, there's nothing I can really do much to change it, you know what I mean? All of it happened for a reason. During this year, I did start practicing my religion more. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but in every single video I've posted, I'm wearing my cross. I would say that I finally stopped distracting myself with things that would just push my mind away from whatever was either making me mad, angry, whatever the fuck. I've come to realize that it's just all part of God's plan. Even though it wasn't my fault, I've come to realize, or I've come to accept to just forgive her. At the end of the day, we all have a role to play. Those hardships that I faced within 2024 really did push me to become a better person. That's honestly my story. That's my story on how I started working out, my recap of 2024. And I honestly think that the future is bright. Nothing good in life ever comes easy. I am putting my future in God's hands. I know that He has nothing but the best of intentions for me in my life, my future. It's rare that I get to have one-on-one talks with y'all. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. It's been Jesse. Hope we've connected a little bit more, that lets you know more about me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been Jesse.